Now, in this class, I will going to discuss about the main concept management as an art, science and profession. So, as you know, the meaning of management, it says management is an art of getting things done by others for achieving organizational goals and objectives effectively and efficiently. So here the management is not having a single discipline, it have the characteristics of the major three disciplines, all those some of the characters combined in the concept of management. That is why management is called a multidisciplinary aspect, where it have certain characteristics of art, certain disciplinary of science, certain discipline of profession. So that is why the management is referred as art, science and profession also. Let's see what are the meaning of art, science and profession, and what are the characteristics that can be applied and similar to the art, science, profession along with the management. So let's discuss one by one. First concept, management as an art. So here, before going to know about the features and what are the features that are similar in management also, we must and should know about the meaning of art. Here, art means it refers to skillful and personal application of existing knowledge to achieve desired result. So here, if you want to achieve any goals, if you want to achieve something means you must and should get certain basic knowledge relating to that. Say for example, if you are planned to achieve certain organizational objectives means to achieve that objectives, you must know about the theoretical background, so that how to get the work from employees and how to purchase the raw materials and what are the procedure associated with the conversion of raw materials into finished product. So that is why you must know about the theoretical part. As you, according to that, you must apply your knowledge in achieving organizational objectives. That is why art means it refers to a skillful and personal application of existing knowledge to achieve desired result. So that is why if you want to achieve anything means you must and should require the basic knowledge to achieve your desires or to achieve your organizational goals. How to get the knowledge means those knowledge can be acquired through the study, through the observation and through the practice. So that is why if you want to achieve anything or if you want to get a good result means you must and should require the basic knowledge how to achieve the goals. That is why you must and should require basic knowledge. How that knowledge can be acquired means by continuous study, observation and practice you can able to get the basic knowledge relating to the art. So this is about the meaning of art. So let's see what are the features of art. There are mainly 4 features that we can able to observe in art. One is existence of theoretical knowledge. So it meaning only says that is the first feature is existence of theoretical knowledge. So where in each and every art a systematic and well organized study material is available to get the knowledge. Say for example, if you want to learn a music or if you want to learn a dance means there will be required the basic knowledge. You might be how require the ragas, talas also. Like that in the management also the basic knowledge that how to get the work from all the employees. There are so many study materials and books, journals are available. By using those books, study materials and journal, you can also get the theoretical knowledge relating to the management. By studying the business studies second PUC, you can get the knowledge of the management. So that is why existence of theoretical knowledge in each and every art, a systematic and organized study material is available to get a knowledge. Like that in management also we have number of books, we have number of journals, we have number of research papers. By referring those kinds of reference, we can able to get the knowledge relating to the management. So that is why where the management is also have the feature of art. So that is why we can easily say yes, the management is also have the existence of theoretical knowledge. There are so many books, journals and there are so many research papers are available. By referring those kinds of reference, we can get the knowledge of management. So that is why the management is also have the feature of art. Then second is personalized application. Personalized application. So here use of knowledge is differ from one person to another person. Say for example, the basic knowledge is same to each and everyone. Say for example, I am also learning music, my friends are also learning music, means the learning process of music is same to each and every person. So that is the master is going to teach sarigama padanisa same to each and every one, but use of existing knowledge is differ from one person to another person. So by using those ragas, I will going to create the different music which attract more number of people. So that is why using of basic knowledge is different from one person to another person. So like that the managers in organization, they are having the basic knowledge of getting work, but they are going to implement the methods, they are going to implement certain techniques based on their personalized application. So that is why existence of knowledge is same to each and every one, but using of knowledge is different from one person to another person. Say for example, in business study you are learning about the concept of management. So you are all getting the same knowledge, but when you are writing the exam, you will not able to get equal marks, or you will not able to get the same marks by every student. Why? Because it is different from one person to another person. That is, application of knowledge is different from one person to another person. So that is why the second major feature of art is personalized application. So that is why the management is also requires personalized application, that is using of existing knowledge by the managers that can be applied differently by one another. So that is why management is also called the art, that is it also have the feature of personal application. Then third feature is based on practice and creativity. So where if you want to get the perfection, means you must and should require continuous practice. Without making practice, we cannot able to learn anything. So we cannot able to learn in a day, we cannot able to learn by only one time. So that is why art involves consistent and creative practice of existing knowledge. So if you want to achieve the organizational goals, you require basic knowledge, but that basic knowledge cannot be learned in a day, or by referring the books, journals by one time we cannot able to get the perfection. So that is why it requires consistent and creative practice of existing knowledge. Whatever the knowledge that you have, you must apply in the practical aspect, then only it gives a better result. So that is why always the manager in the organization, he must be creative in his work. So creative is nothing but innovative. So he must be innovative in getting the work and achieving the desired objectives. So that is why the management is also have the practice and the creativity of the existing knowledge by the manager. That is why we can easily say that management is also have the feature of practice and creativity. So then fourth and last feature of art is perfection through practice. So as there is a proverb called practice makes man perfect. So you are going to, or you might be have failed in getting the knowledge in one time or in second time, but in third time definitely you will going to learn about the concept, or you will going to learn about the new idea or new things. Why? Because practice makes man perfect. So we cannot able to learn, or any of the people they cannot able to learn by one time. So by applying the knowledge, or if you want to get the knowledge, means you must be have a continuous practice in that. So then only you can able to get the perfection in doing the work or getting the work done by others. So that is why where the management is also requires the practice of the practice knowledge by the managers in the organization. So that is why practice makes man perfect. So by making continuous practice, you can able to acquire the theoretical knowledge relating to a particular field of study. So these about the basic features of art. So here all these four features that can be applied, or those are similar to the management also. That is why by comparing all above four features, those are also available or similar in management. Hence the management is called an art. So all these four features also very similar to the management. That is why management is called art. That is why here existence of theoretical knowledge is also available by referring the books, journals and research papers. You can get the knowledge of management. Then second, personalized application, where by getting the knowledge of management you can be apply in different kinds of situation and also by one person to another person. That is the different person apply different kinds of situation or different kinds of concept. Then third, based on practice and creativity. So here the continuous practice also required, and we must be innovative in achieving desired result in perfection through practice, where the manager by making a continuous practice, he will going to achieve the organizational objectives. So that is why the management is called an art, because all these four features are also we can able to observe in the management. So that is why management is called an art. Then the next concept is management as a science. So just now only we discussed about the meaning of art and the features of art, and what are the features that are similar in management also. Now let's we discuss about management as a science. So where science means, the meaning says science is a systematized body of knowledge that explains certain truth or operations of a general law. In SSLC or while you are studying high school, you might have learned about there are certain principles which are given by Newtons and also certain scientists where that are going to explain about certain truth or operations of a general law. That is why science is referred as a systematized body of knowledge that explains about certain truth or operations of a general law. So that is why management is also referred as a science. There are certain features that are very similar with management also. That is why the management is also referred as the science. Let's see what are the features that the science is have. There are mainly three features of science. One is, the meaning only says, systematized body of knowledge, where there are certain scientists and experts, they are going to prepare the certain principles and basic concept. All those are available or all those study material are available to get the knowledge relating to a particular phenomena. So that is why in science a systematic and organized study material is available to get the knowledge relating to the science. Like that, similar to that, in management also we have number of systematic and organized study materials are also available. So already I told you that there are so many books, there are so many volumes, there are so many journals, there are so many research papers, there are so many textbooks, those are available. So by referring those kinds of study materials, we can able to get the complete knowledge of the management. So that is why the similar feature, that is in science also we have study material to get the knowledge, and in management also we have number of study materials to get the knowledge relating to the management. So that is why the management is also referred as a science. That is why where it is also similar to the systematized body of knowledge. Then second feature of science, principles based on experimentation. So where the scientists always they are going to make observations, they are going to make a continuous practice, or they are going to make a continuous testing and experimentation. So that is why before developing any principles, the scientists they will going to test under different conditions and in different places. That is why based on a continuous and different test, they are going to develop certain principles. That is why all those scientific principles based on experimentation. But in management we cannot, it is difficult to experiment on the human behavior. So because in organization the human beings, that is the workers, employees, officers, managers, they are working, we cannot able to test on them. So that is why in different situations we can able to observe its impact, or we can able to observe its cause. That is why the management principles are also based on experimentation, which is not to be affected on the human behavior. So generally we can observe, or we will going to observe, if we apply any one principle what might be the result. So like that we are going to make certain assumptions and observations. This is about the second feature of science. Then third, that is universal validity. So in science the principles of science, in science the principles of science have universal validity and application. I will give a simple example. you know about the law of gravitation. So if you throw a ball upwards, it will come downwards because of earth is have gravitational force. Due to that, when you throw a ball in upward moment, it comes downwards. It will be same in here in different locality also, but the application of the principles of management that would be different from one place to another and from one person to another, and also it changes based on the human behavior. So that is why the management principles cannot be applied everywhere, because human behavior is unpredictable. So human behavior is not same at all the times. That is why where the principles of management is not have a universal validity, but in science, the science principles of science have universal validity and its application. So the gravitational force is also same in here and also in another place also. That is why the principles of science are universal in nature, but the principles of management cannot be applied. So those are not universal in nature. Why? Because the human behavior is unpredictable. So it is not constant, it always continuously changing in nature. So that is why it does not have the feature of universal validity. So these all about the three features of science. Here, while comparing all these three features are not able to observe in management. Only few of the features can able to observe in the management. So that is why we can conclude that management is not as pure science. Very simple sentence. By comparing with these three characteristics, we can able to say that management is not pure science, or management is not exact science. Only few of the features are similar in the management structure. That is why it can be concluded as management is not as pure science or exact science. This is about the concept management as science. There will be 8 marks question in your annual examination. The question is like management is art and science, justify. So for that question you need to write the answer as management as an art and science. You need to write the meaning of art and features of art with conclusion, and meaning of science and features of science with a conclusion. So this is about the management as an art and science.